Hello, students. Hope you all are fine. Please stay at home and welcome to the stream of commerce. This is Amit sir, your accountancy teacher. In this video, I'll share the component of the syllabus for accountancy. Before I move ahead with the syllabus, please like and subscribe my channel. Now, syllabus for the academic session 2021. This accountancy syllabus is divided in two components. First component theory is of 80 marks and second component project is of 20 marks. That theoretical portion is further divided in two parts, part A and part B. Part A means financial accounting 1 and that financial accounting 1 further divided in two units. Unit 1 for theoretical framework, which is of 12 marks, in which you will cover all the theoretical aspect regarding accountancy. And unit 2 covers accounting process. Here accounting process means from recording of transaction to the preparation of different ledgers. Second part B involve financial accounting 2, which is also divided in two units, unit 3 and unit 4. Unit 3 financial statement of sole proprietorship from complete or incomplete record, that is of 20 marks. And finally the unit 4 computers in accounting, which is of 8 marks. And one more part is there that represents the project work, which is of 20 marks. Now discussion of the डिस्कशन क्यों कर रहा हूँ, बस ये हो गया स्लाइड 2. As you know, accountancy is a new subject for all of you. So first we will start from theoretical framework, which is our unit 1, and it includes introduction of accounting, accounting concepts, objective, advantages and its limitations. And it also tell you about the qualitative characteristics of accounting information. With that, you will also learn the basic term to be used in accounting, such as debtor, creditor, capital, etc. So with the help of these two topics, you will learn the basic meaning of accountancy and the terms which we have to use in accountancy. Finally, the last component of theoretical framework of accounting is theory base of accounting. Theory base of accounting involves knowledge of principles of accounting which are universally applicable. Those are business entity, money measurement, going concern, dual entity, revenue recognition, matching principle, full disclosure and consistency, etc. So before moving ahead with the practical knowledge of accounting, we must know each and every principle in depth. Secondly, system of accounting. Accounting follows two types of systems. One is cash basis, second is accrual basis. And second last topic from this slide is accounting standard. This standards provides us the guidelines to frame our accounting as per government's guidelines. So if we want to create our accounts as per legal formatting, then accounting standard provides us the guidelines for that. Now finally, the last topic for theory base is goods and service tax, which is also known as GST. We must know its meaning, its objective and its characteristics. Now accounting process, which is our unit 2. It involves recording of business transaction, and we must know that recording starts from preparation of voucher. So in this unit, firstly we will learn how to prepare vouchers, and we also learn how to prepare accounting equation. With that in end, we will learn the rules of debit and credit, because these rules which will help us in preparation of journal entries, which is known as root of accountancy. On completion of learning rules of debit and credit, we will start preparing journal entries. And as we know, journal entry is the main root of accountancy. Secondly, we will start preparing special purpose book. Those books involve first cash book and other subsidiary books. And on completion of subsidiary book, we will start learning ledgers. Ledger means individual statements representing the details of balance due from individual person or balance in hand for assets. After completion of recording of transactions, we will start studying some additional topics of accountancy. Those are bank reconciliation statement, depreciation, provision and reserve, and depreciation and provision involves only two methods, that is straight line method and WDV method. Before moving ahead, you must also know that change in method is not in our course, and with that we will start studying provision and reserve, difference between them, and types of reserves. Now finally, the last related topic to the accountancy, that is accounting for bills of exchange. In this, we will learn bills of exchange and promissory note, its definition, its feature, and the party involved in them, and difference between bills of exchange and promissory note, and terms of bills of exchange. Terms of bills of exchange means the terms which we will use in bills of exchange, such as term of bill, accommodation bill, days of grace, etc. And on completion of related terms, we will start preparing. Now we will start studying trial balance and rectification of error. Trial balance will help us in judging arithmetical accuracy, but question arises, if that trial balance is not meeting the arithmetical accuracy, then what we will do? So rectification will help us. So therefore trial balance and rectification both are related, and how we can detect that error is our next topic. Now part B, financial accounting part 2. In this part we will learn how to prepare financial statements of sole proprietor. Before starting financial statement of sole proprietor, we must know the objective and importance of financial statements, terms to be used in financial statements such as revenue received, capital received, revenue expenditure, capital expenditure, and deferred revenue expenditure. And we must know the importance of trading, profit and loss, gross profit, operating profit, and net profit, and why they are necessary for preparation of final accounts. On learning these things, we must know the preparation of trading, profit and loss, and balance sheet account with different type of adjustments. And on completion of financial statements, we will start preparing financial statement on the basis of incomplete information, or we can say incomplete record. So again, we must know the features, reason, and limitations of incomplete information, and with the help of given amount of information, we will learn how to compute profit or loss, and at end we will learn difference between financial statement of sole proprietor and in financial statement created by incomplete record. Now finally the last unit of accounting, that is computers in accounting. An introduction to computer and accounting information system. In this unit we will learn why computer is important for doing accounting and which role it can play with the help of various softwares and utility softwares and application softwares. Now, after learning the basic concept of computer in accounting, we will start learning different type of systems of accounting such as AIS and MIS and automation of accounting process. So we will learn the meaning of accounting automation process, different stages in automation and different types of software such as ready-made, tailor-made, and at end we will learn the scope of computer in accounting, trial balance, trading and final accounts. Now finally the last part of syllabus, that is part C, which is project work. Now out of the three we have to make any one. First one is collection of source voucher, preparation of voucher, recording of transaction with the help of voucher. Second, preparation of bank reconciliation statement with the help of cash book or passbook with 20 to 25 transactions. Third, comprehensive project of sole proprietor business. This may state with journal entries their ledger, preparation of trial balance, trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet, expense, income and profit, asset, liabilities are to be shown using pie chart and bar diagram. The end. Goodbye and we will meet in next class. Again, please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel.